So, what's been your favorite part about the summer?
I gotta go with fishing, especially the battle with that giant pike. I thought for sure that thing was gonna pull the whole boat under.
I like just being out here, camping under the stars. I thought I'd miss my PlayStation all summer, but there were actually a few moments that I didn't.
Uncle, I loved spending so much time together, especially since we haven't been able to do that often over the past few years.
Cheers to that.
I think we should just stay out here all year round.
As long as I can go get my PlayStation, just to keep me warm through the winter.
When you're both done school, then you can think about coming back here and staying around permanently.
Ugh, I can't imagine being trapped in a classroom after this.
School might not seem great, but you gotta finish up. We can have both our Indigenous ways of being and Western ways together these days. Makes a strong person.
I don't want to go back. It's so boring and such a waste of time.
I think I've learned more being out here with you this summer than I've learned in the past 5 years of school.
You must like something about it. Tell me, what's your favorite subject?
Gym?
Science is all right. It reminds me of what we do out here a bit.
Yeah, some of the stuff you've shown us, just everything that nature provides, is kind of amazing.
Before colonization, it was our knowledge of and relationship with the natural world that made Indigenous people some of the healthiest, most long-lived peoples on the planet. My own grandfather and grandmother were both around 100 when they passed on.
The land around us provided all we needed for medicines for the diseases that were here. We were able to ward off sickness and live sustainably.
I don't know how to find the good sweetgrass. It all looks the same.
It's more of a smell thing. But, a little trick?
What's that?
It has a purple root, right here. And when it shines as bright as this, you can tell that it's grown big and strong. It's good medicine.
Make sure you're giving back. Then come have lunch.
Remember that when you harvest the medicine, you must always give something back. Reciprocity with nature is necessary for us to be in good balance. Eat up! We have lots of harvesting to do this afternoon. My family has been doing this for generations. I came here with my grandfather. He came here with his. We've always been strong because of our connection to the land and the medicine that it can provide.
So, if our medicines work so well, why does everyone always talk about Western medicine?
That's a good question, my girl. You see, when Europeans first came here, they brought with them different diseases and sicknesses, ones that we hadn't seen before. As we interacted more and more with them, the diseases really moved through our communities. Our trade networks moved fast, and diseases moved with them.
So even out here, years before the first white man showed up, diseases like smallpox and tuberculosis did.
Hundreds of thousands of people died across Turtle Island. Whole communities, families, and societies were wiped out.
It shook everything we had ever known to the core. It's hard to imagine the depth of knowledge and language that was lost during that time.
It was devastating to our way of life. The elders that I spent time with were still really concerned that we'd lose everything that made us who we are today as Indigenous peoples. You like hearing our stories, right? And spending time with us?
But that was a long time ago. It's not like that now.
Really? Have you ever heard of polio?
No.
Polio was nasty stuff, would paralyze you, and that was just in the 1950s, not that long ago. That was when we were kids.
But because scientists were able to create the proper medicines, we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Have you heard of smallpox?
I don't know.
It was a brutal disease. It ripped through Indigenous communities like nothing had before. In order to survive, the decision was made to use Western medicines with our own. Over the course of decades, enough people got vaccinated that the disease was officially declared eradicated in the 1970s.
Throughout history, there have been different stories told by governments to Indigenous peoples, particularly with health. But you'll believe me when I tell you something, right? I believe in being healthy. I believe in surviving. And medicine helps with that.
Why did diseases affect us so much?
The diseases came from other continents, so our natural immunities to them had never developed. One of the reasons why diseases like tuberculosis, smallpox, and many others were so devastating to our communities was that we hadn't built up a tolerance like the Europeans had.
We had no natural immunity.
So, when Western medicine showed up,
The elders and those who knew about the medicines realized that they would have to use these new methods to keep people safe. And believe me, our ancestors were very careful when it came to bringing these medicines into our communities. But the elders had the wisdom to understand that they would have to use both Western and traditional medicines in order to survive and to return to being a happy, healthy society again.
So, even though they didn't trust it, they still went with it?
the elders and people in the community knew that they had to do something different. They realized that in order to move forward, they had to work together. They'd have to believe in a future for kids like you, for all of us. Vaccines are good medicine. They help protect children like yourselves and your cousins. You children are the heart of our community. Each one of you carries a gift that you'll grow into as you get older.
And we want to make sure that you can grow into that, to be able to pass these stories down to the next generations.
What do you think my gift is?
I think you're going to have to find that out as you get older.
Oh, I was hoping it would be a new game. There's this open world RPG.
Not that kind of gift.
But seriously, for diseases like tuberculosis or TB, people were sent far away from their home communities to live in sanatoriums. Many children, elders and others died when they were there, far away from their families and communities.
They would force children onto boats with TB stamped on their hands. Many weren't even sick. It took a long time before treatment was available in our communities. But over time, we were able to reduce the rate of TB. When we signed the treaties, we made sure to negotiate for things like the medicine chest, which is a concept of universal health care for all our people.
And even though I see a Western doctor, I still make my yarrow tea.
Or use the roots of dandelions for energy.
Have you ever gotten a vaccine?
Oh, we've had lots over the course of our lives. Polio, tetanus, whooping cough, diphtheria, hepatitis B, measles, and on and on and on.
Sometimes they offer them to us elders early because they're worried about the devastating effects these diseases can have on our communities.
And I want to be around to spend as much time with my grandchildren as I can. We want both of you to be safe and keep us safe too.
Well, this summer with you has been the best of my life. I want to do everything I can to make sure we have plenty more.
Whatever it takes to keep us together.
We've always been resilient. We've always found ways to overcome. We will overcome this. And our community, our family, will be safe, strong, and happy for generations to come.